bueno, en Brooklyn, por la Church Avenue. Yo firmo para el grupo de evangelización por 26 años. Llevamos todo.
Mire, hay algo interesante. Lo que
Okay. So I got back from the city and I wanted to do this while everything is still fresh in my head. I went into Saks, Bergdorf's, I went to the Chanel boutique, I went into Celine, and I have some good news, I have some bad news. I took some bullet points. I tried most of the new stuff that's on the market right now. Eugene spoke about it recently, actually. A lot of people, I feel like, went in to try a lot of stuff that's out on the market right now. And let's just get it started. And there's actually a surprise unboxing here as well. So first thing I tried was Hermes. They have H24 EDP. I found it to be better than the EDT, a little bit thicker, a lot more greener, kind of herbaceous. I know they said it's like this modern fougere, but I don't really get any fougere tendencies from it. But it was nice. It was definitely better than the EDT, without a doubt. And then I tried Violette Volynka. I say it like that because I do speak Russian, so I can't help but say it that way. And apparently Hermes has a bag called Volynka, and it's a Russian leather. It's kind of this reddish purplish color. It's really nice, actually. And so they made a fragrance based on this bag, and what I got was basically this typical Hermescence Hermes fragrance, and this light effervescent fragrance, but still had some richness to it, even though it's an EDT. And I got these candied violets, very floral. If you're familiar with a virgin violet from the Gucci Alchemist Garden, it's kind of in that realm, but not as thick, not as vanillic. And of course, towards the dry down, I started getting some of this some of that Russian leather, not like the Queer Dange leather. The baby's neighbor is crying. And so I got this kind of smoky leather. It was nice. It starts to come into towards the dry down. Very simple, but just beautiful and elegant, the way Hermes typically makes fragrances, right? So that wasn't bad, but violet is not my thing. I prefer violet leaf. It doesn't do it for me. But yeah. Next thing I tried was Dior. So I went there specifically for the new Eau Noire and Cologne Blanche. I asked them about the Bois d'Argent, and I was like, is this the Kirkjohn formula or the Demarche formula? She had no clue. So I don't know, I didn't bother. And then another person from Saks said he thinks it's the same thing, and he also wasn't sure which formula it was, so I didn't even bother. But Cologne Blanche, it's not worth $310. That's what I'm gonna say right off the bat. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, right? So it's just citrus, it's almondy citrus fragrance. I wasn't impressed at all, like none whatsoever. Typically I want my citruses to really pop off the top, and it was just really flat and disappointing. Kind of glad I don't have to bother. I don't want it. I don't care for it. And the thing I did find interesting was Eau Noire. Now, the new Eau Noire, it is different. I have a 2012 bottle, the green juice, and the main difference is I had that on my skin on my right arm, And the main differences that I got from that was Eau Noire is like, if I had to put it, it's like 20% mass appealing. This version is like 26% mass appealing, right? And basically the differences that I got was that spicy curry note was toned down. The aromatic lavender is toned up. Dry down, I got more of this balsamic resinous sweetness, rather than this kind of really spicy, aromatic, like deep green juice, right? And so it's the yellow juice now, and it feels yellow. It almost had that Bois d'Argent sweetness, butteriness in the far dry down, but still kind of smoky and woody in the dry down, but just a little bit smoother. The edges have been, the rough edges have been smoothened out on this, and so it's a little bit more mass appealing, I think. And to be honest, it'll probably sell better now, just because obviously with that green juice, I think it probably turned a lot of people off, and so that will probably help. And plus, it's not as difficult to wear as the original, and I kind of had a feeling that that's what they were gonna do there. Okay, so the next thing that I tried was I went to the Chanel boutique, and this is where the good news comes in. So I saw they opened up the drawer, and I started peeking in there, and they had Cristal and Overt, and they recently got it. And so I was speaking to the gentleman, and apparently it is not discontinued, and so that's some good news there. And then the other thing I smelled as part of the unboxing, so I'm gonna leave that to last, but I tried Sycomore Parfum. Gorgeous, beautiful. It's in between the EDT and the EDP, but I get more iris here. Again, when you go up to the parfums, the projection and just the projection is not as good. It's a lot closer to the skin. This guy dipped a Q-tip in there, and like he filled up, like I got my whole arm full of Sycomore Parfum, and it was gorgeous. It's not as pronounced, like I said, it's not as loud. I get more pinch of vanilla in there, and I got some buttery orris root in there as well, to again the rough edges being sanded down with orris butter here, and which was kind of what happened with the new Eau Noire as well. The vetiver is not as pronounced, not as rooty and earthy. A lot more elegant of a wear is what I got from it. Personally, if you don't have the EDT or the EDP, maybe you can go with that one. But if you have the EDT or the EDP, I was really tempted to get it, but I had an issue because I like stuff close to the skin, but it was too close to the skin personally for me, so I didn't go with it. All right, so Guerlain, the two freaking Ouds fragrances. So they only had 2 out of the 3. Apparently the Guerlain person at the counter told me that they're only gonna get it towards the end of winter, or sometime in the winter, the 3rd one they're gonna receive. So they only had Cherry Oud and Oud Nude. Cherry Oud was the least impressive one. I got this kind of gimmicky cough syrup, cherry, kind of this sweet little, the sweet cherry mixed with this smoky norlimbinol amberwood mixture. I wasn't impressed, but take everything I say with a grain of salt, because those were not on skin, those were on a blotter. And so always trust your own nose at the end of the day. Always try them for yourself, but I wasn't impressed. The other one that I didn't mind was actually Oud Nude, and so that was this kind of this almondy tonka sandalwood oud fragrance. Really nice. The sweetness didn't bother me, perfect amount, very woody, slightly smoky. That one was actually kind of nice. obviously not nice enough for me to buy, but I would have to like actually sit with that one and try that more to buy it. But like I said, it was okay. I found out, I forgot the name of this re-release, but it's the re-release of Louis. I'm gonna put the name up so you can see. They finally got that in the stores, and of course the price is way marked up now. And then I also found out Shalimar Millésime Tonka, I think it was called. That release, well, it was sold out already. So the person at Guerlain told me that they got like 45 bottles and they sold out within 2 days. Just like last year when they did the kind of the vanilla limited edition that sold out right away. They did get a restock that store, so maybe they will again. But this one got sold out right away. Couldn't try it. They said that the tester was smashed or something like that. I don't know, but whatever. I stopped into the Celine boutique to look into Bois Dormant, and they don't have it yet. I think I was 2 weeks too early. They said it'll have it around the 24th or the 25th or something like that, the new Celine. Yeah, and so that's basically my trip into the city. It's hard for me to say no to a freaking Chanel. Like, that's the worst with me. But this one, I had it on a blotter and it was just gorgeous when I smelt it. This fragrance is beautiful, nothing groundbreaking. It's from the Les Eaux line, and that is Paris. And this is basically what I call this is a rose water cologne. And so you get the citrus. All right. So you get the citrus at the top, pink pepper. In the mid you have the rose, I think it's damask rose, and then patchouli at the in the base. So you'll get the citrus at the top there, a little bit of a pink pepper, a little spice, a little snappiness in there. And then of course the main star here is the rose, a very dewy, watery, transparent rose. It's just, like I said, it's beautiful, nothing groundbreaking, but when Chanel does something, they usually do it the best in that category, right? And this is just really gorgeous. The patchouli, I don't get a lot of patchouli. Maybe towards the dry down it comes out a little bit more, but the patchouli here is not a dirty, earthy, chocolatey patchouli. It's a very clean patchouli here. So so like I said, the main thing here is the rose. This might work for some people that don't like rose. I think Nordstrom and Chanel boutiques carry this. You can try it, and the performance is actually pretty good on this, and it projects. And I do get some white musks here that really pushes this out while you're wearing this. So rose water cologne is basically what I got from that. All right, and so basically that was my trip into the city. If you have any questions, let me know. If you tried any of these new releases, so much stuff coming out. But yeah, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.